Hey, what's up guys, Rove here. So I wish I could say I'm shocked, no pun intended, but here we are at day 7 of what's been described as collargate, a situation where Hassan Piker was caught live on stream, to the eyes of many, shocking his dog with a electric collar. And this has created a whole gigantic level of backlash, and the public narrative has been pretty clear. Even 3 days ago on polls like this, where people were asked, did Hassan use a shock collar? 91% of people out of 35,000 votes said yes, and another 6% said they were still uncertain. But things keep getting worse and worse, and people are kind of tired of seeing this because Hassan keeps talking, more clips resurface, and people feel bad for his dog Kaya, and a lot of people want something done. And of course, Hassan has spread many lies. Let me pull up my notes here. This has been the series of events, his explanations for what happened. He first said Kaya's paw got clipped. Then he said he was reaching for his zins when he's allegedly reaching for the remote. Then he tried to say there's no collar, which was ridiculous. Then he said, wait a second, it's actually a vibration collar. And then he tried to say, well, shock collars are good, so even if I did use one, it's not a big deal. Then he said, in response to many viral clips of him doing many things that people think are concerning towards dogs, he said all of those clips are out of context. Then he said only crazy people care, and all the YouTubers talking about him, they're all just mentally ill. Then he even said this is all Zionist propaganda. And now we get to the most recent one that's going to lead us into the rest of this video. He tried to say when you reach to his side many different times over the years, and then his dog would react when he pressed the button, that was simply his gate opener. Well, unfortunately for him, he got exposed again. We've already seen the collar really caught in 4K. How about the remote?
I'm gonna put the Y shot.
Okay, I'm gonna turn this back.
Boom.
Yes, again.
Hi, Jack.
Go to the camera, huh?
Yeah.
So here's a close-up of this remote on his desk. Mind you, this remote is in the same exact position he was constantly reaching for in all of the clips where people believe he shocked his dog. And of course, there's even more. It matches the model that people were suspecting. So now again, we can match the collar and the remote to what's been allegedly in his possession during these clips. And he really just got caught. It's very odd that he felt this need to push the remote away when he realized he was in the frame. And that face he made was just chef's kiss. Caught in 4K, pretty hilarious stuff. I don't know how his orbiters are going to defend this. I know they're going to. I've already heard some crazy stuff, but let's see some reactions from other content creators who have been talking about the situation and always had a very strong feeling that, well, he was guilty of what he's being accused of.
So, yes, somehow it's happened again. Another plane has hit the tower.
I'm gonna put the Y shot.
Okay, I'm gonna turn this back.
Boom.
Yes, again.
Hi, Jack.
Right, huh?
Yeah. I'm gonna put the Y shot.
Why does he move this one specific thing out of the frame? It's clearly the ET300 remote that he is literally holding up on his stream. He's hiding it in plain sight. Oh God.
Now he does nothing but move it out of frame.
Yes, again.
Oh,
Hi, Jack.
whoops.
He's such a liar. Wow. What a Weasley little liar.
4K, they say. You know the kids say 4K, they say. 18K, 16K, they say.
I already let her do whatever she wants now. See, this is how it works, okay? She expands on the readily available confines.
Some guy in chat. It's so over.
Now, we have to understand as well, during this entire collargate situation, he has had so many sycophants and clout chasers and other streamers come to his defense, basically accepting whatever this guy is going to say. they will defend him no matter what, including very large streamers who are making themselves look incredibly stupid, naive, and quite frankly like liars as they try to defend Hassan. Now, the latest one to do this same act is QTCinderella, another popular streamer, and she's kind of in that scene with Hassan Piker. And there was a clip of her where she did her best to, I guess, defend Hassan. But unfortunately, this clip has blown up in all of their faces.
No, there's no shock. Like, the electric prongs are taken out of it.
But here's my thing, right?
Like, it's only a vibrate. Like, there's a setting for vibrate and there's a setting for shock.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So there's only the, like, since the prongs are in it only vibrates. So, what I had to say, I'm in his house, I looked at the collar. The collar is taped off where I think there would be prongs.
Yeah.
There's no zap. There's only a vibrate function.
Well, at least she tried. Again, another shameless defense of Hassan in the situation. And in this case, she tried to defend him, but she just made things worse for everyone involved with this clip, and also Hassan as well, because she says in this clip that it is an electric collar. It does have a shock function, but the prongs were removed. And, well, that directly contradicts everything Hassan has been saying. He said clearly on stream, he really wanted to make this impression. This is not an electric collar. It is simply a vibrating collar. Despite many clips showing Kaya yelping when he reaches for a button and presses it, or him talking about owning shock collars, or having shock collars on leashes that he was carrying around. Many different examples, but this directly contradicts everything he is saying. It really makes no sense, and it makes even less sense when you realize what's being said here, right? So are you trying to convince us that Hassan bought the shock collar and taped it for vibration, rather than just buy a vibration collar? Why would Hassan, a millionaire who very clearly cares about his dog, like the image he portrays as a dog owner is, I think, the more accurate way. He cares a lot about how he is perceived. Why would he have the wrong collar on all these years? Why wouldn't he just get a vibrating collar if that's what he wanted, instead of getting an electric charged one and then remove the prongs and crudely wrap duct tape around it, as if that's not going to get riddled with hair over the years from the dog? But it's all just very, very strange. But down here you see another comment. These LA streamers are just shameless liars. And that is what they are. This sort of clique, they will do anything to defend one another, no matter how stupid they look, no matter how much they have to lie, if it keeps getting them collabs and keeps earning them money. And this is something that Asmongold talked about in this clip.
It's crazy that this just keeps getting worse. And I find it to be, honestly, this is extremely vindicating for me. It's very funny because a lot of people that are like this, that are in that orbit, like to virtue signal about how bad I am, right? And, oh, I say all these horrible things, etc. Then they're tripping over themselves to defend something that's obviously bad. And I think it really just goes to show, right? I mean, it really does go to show, doesn't it? What are the odds of that? Do you see the games? Which games? I don't know what you mean by that. Who you subverted? Yes, they're like. And the thing is that people that lie to you, you can't trust them. You can't trust them. It sounds like it's a stupid thing to say, but it's not. Because a lot of people think that, oh, they only did it this one time. No, you only noticed it this one time. And the rest of the times they were doing it, you didn't even know it was happening. And so whenever I see people lying and making up bullshit like this, I think it's fucking funny because it's what I've always assumed, right? You get tired of being right? I mean, I'm wrong sometimes, but I've been right about a lot of stuff, man. I really have.
Yeah, what he's describing here is something people consider the sort of Los Angeles scene of streamers. And Tectone had this to say: a massive takeaway from the Hassan torturer drama is streamers like XQC, Trainwrecks, myself, and Asmongold, who have been saying now for years how fake the LA streaming scene is, are proven beyond correct. They will defend or lie about anything if it means securing a relationship with another content creator for potential growth. The streamers who appear brand safe and family friendly are normally just soulless, brainless streamers who will omit their true feelings to get another bag or be approved for another collab. And those who speak their mind and speak out against the real issues, are considered delusional and haters. Yes, I think that is something anybody who's even had a taste of what it's like to be in the content creation scene. I'm not going out in LA and doing stuff like this, but it seems very obvious from the outside that they all defend each other. We've seen it over the last week. How many large streamers from LA in particular have come out and defended Hassan, no matter how dumb they look in the process? But there's another part of this I want to give an update on. So this is Valkyrae. This is one of the people who also defended Hassan. The other day, there was a clip released of her basically saying, "How dare you criticize Hassan? That clip looks bad, but did you know we're going through a literal genocide right now? There's a literal genocide going on in Gaza," which of course, that war just ended. So I guess that excuse is not really working anymore. But to go further, Asmongold apparently messaged her and gave her advice, saying basically, run it back. Okay, just clearly he said something along the lines of, that wasn't the best response, and she came out apologizing, but also apologizing to her community that she talked with Asmongold, which he had this response to.
Like, she basically apologized for messaging me, right? That's pretty much what it was. And I think that, honestly, the biggest mistake that she made is that she didn't message me twice. I do. Because she should have messaged me and asked if she should have told the community that she messaged me. And if she had done that, I'd have told her no. I would have. I think this is an own goal for her. It definitely is. And so anyway, and the thing is that, listen, her community, everybody, see, like, I don't view streaming, like, I'm friendly with people in streaming, but I don't confuse myself and delude myself into thinking that a lot of people will not, obviously, I would never want and expect a person to, like, you know, put their career at risk or to do something that would be bad for their community just for my ego or to make me look good, right? And so, like, I don't take this personally. I don't get upset about this. It doesn't bother me. I'm not mad about it, etc. And so that's really it. Tectone predicted you would have said something like this. Well, I don't know if he did or not. I'd have to go back and look. I can look at it after this. But yeah, I'm not mad about this. I don't really care. I think that it's funny, if you want me to be honest. Not in a way that I'm laughing at her misfortune, but in a way that it's just like, man, what a ridiculous situation, isn't it?
I don't know, man. This whole situation is just an absolute mess. We're seeing a lot of masks being lifted, and it's not surprising the lengths some of these content creators are willing to go to secure the bag, to keep their collaborations in line. And yeah, part 7? Really on part 7? And of course people will say I'm milking this. I'm not milking this. This is a relevant topic to my channel. It's relevant people, all involved, big streamers, talking about this situation that we normally cover. It's just every day you wake up and there's just an endless line. And I am omitting a lot of things. If it's not super important, I'm leaving it out because it's kind of overwhelming at this point, how much stuff is happening. And maybe there won't be any more tomorrow. I doubt it. I have zero confidence that there's not going to be another full buffet of clips and tweets relevant to the situation that can be used to farm content. It's just the way it is. But for now, that's going to do for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.